Hello, this is Scott White, owner and director of Glasshouse Home Safety. Thank you for pressing the homeowners button. As a homeowner, you stand to make the most benefit or get the most benefit from our packages. Why do I say that? Because rental properties are already mandatory, have mandatory testing regimes that they've been following, and unfortunately personal private homes normally neglected. Same old story. If we don't have to do it, we tend not to. So you would get the most benefit from our packages. Now we have, if you go to our services links, you see various different packages that we offer, and I would highly recommend the Platinum package for homeowners for the simple reason that we do it all for you. Everything is covered in that. In that we not only we test and clean your smoke alarms, we test the sound levels of your smoke alarms to make sure not just that they're meeting the minimum requirements, but that they're meeting the sound requirements at the bed head of the person that has to wake up the rest of the home. And that's a very important thing. Now over the next 5 to 10 years, all private homes will have to have smoke alarms in every single room and interconnected. So that's one thing that we offer, is that a steady, slow installation of detectors in the rooms that matter. For instance, if you have a child sleeping in a room, we'd highly recommend putting one in that room and interconnecting it to the one that we put in your room, or the one that's in the hallway straight outside your room, as long as that sound pushes through your closed door. That's the crucial thing. We're all about, will it actually work? Will you actually wake up in a real house fire? And that's why we do those sound checks, and they're not just the minimum mandatory sound pressure levels. We look at, is the sound pressure level at the bed head of the first responder going to be enough? So we look after smoke alarms in that package. We also look after safety switch testing, which is your RCDs, as they're called, which are installed, should be installed on every single power point in the home, and slowly that's going over to all the other circuits as well. What that safety switch does is it stops you from being electrocuted when there is an earth fault current. In other words, if there's a fault in an appliance or a device and it's live and you go to pick it up, you'll die unless these devices are on. They've got to trigger at 30 milliamps for 30 milliseconds, which is the slightest little touch, and they trigger off. Now those things are meant to be tested really every 3 months. But we come along and test it with our device that plugs in and tests the time that it takes to trigger and the earth fault current that it takes to trigger. So that way we ensure that you are not going to get electrocuted. We also look after window cords, curtain cords, anything like that are a choke hazard for children. We're able to analyse it, look at each window and make sure that there is no choke hazards, and if there is, then we make sure that the thing that we use to wind them up and keep them out of the way of children is operating correctly. On top of that though, the real benefit on top of those three, that's our basic silver and gold packages, but the Platinum package also, the one that I'm recommending for homeowners, is the premium package, because we not only look after those devices, but we also formulate a fire safety plan for you. We look at your home, we look at the specifics of your home, we make sure that there's 2 paths of exit from any room, and we actually not only formulate the plan, but we do a drill with you up to 2 times a year if need be, to make sure that we find whatever faults there might be or anything that's been overlooked. We want to make sure that you actually survive a fire event, not just that you hear it but you can't get out. So we go through the whole process to make sure that every base is covered. for instance, you know, if you're in a second story home and you've only got one path of egress out the corridor, we might assume that that could be where the fire is, and therefore we might look at, okay, you need a rope ladder, a small rope ladder that you could put out the window. You might need something to smash that window. We cover all the bases. Basically, we know what to look for. We're trained for this, so you get our expertise in that regard. Now, as a part of the Platinum package, we'll update you on all changes to regulations. We'll update you on any new devices or things that could help you and protect your family. We give you 10% off all electrical repairs that you might get done in your home, and that is an advantage of using us, is that we are electricians. So, you know, if there's power point or a light switch or something that you need changed, we can do that while we're there. You don't have to pay an extra call-out fee for someone else. Our packages are based on an annual fee, so that regardless of how many times we need to come, that's, you know, any other call-outs during the year, that's free. We'll come and make sure that if you've got any device that's annoying you or something that's going wrong, then we will sort that out. So the annual fee covers for everything. And in the Platinum package, we're talking about 65 cents a day. You know, to make sure that your home and your children are completely covered, and that there is a plan in place and you rehearsed it and you know what to do in a real fire event. So there's really good value in that Platinum package. Now, if that's above your budget, then, you know, we have the other packages there, and you know, I invite you to go and have a look at those links and see what we offer for each one. And please don't hesitate to press the book now button, ask any questions or phone us. Anything that we can do to ensure that you and your family survive a fire event in the home. That's what we're focused on. That's why Glasshouse Home Safety was created. So please press the button, take advantage of what we offer, make use of our expertise. It's a very low cost for a very important thing to protect. Thank you.